Thanks, Rachel. Now for you Seinfeld fans, Kasia, my tree is real and it's spectacular.
Okay.
Right over.
You know, I did watch my fair share of Seinfeld, but I did a little bit more with my time in the 90s. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our wind chill values for this evening. They're a little bit further to the north, even chillier in Barrie.
Now, what are these cold temperatures going to do? Well, they're going to create some lake effect snow and snow squall watches and warnings in effect through shores of Superior, Georgian Bay, and Lake Huron for all weekend long. That's what we've been seeing all week long as well.
Sure, and it certainly is happening now when we take a look at radar, but taking a look at how much snow we already picked up as a result of these squalls. South of the border, it's certainly more impressive, 125 centimeters, but still a fair amount to come for us as well. Ooh, watch out there, yeah.
Now, Kasia, I think those were university students. When I saw conditions like that in university, I just turned around and went home. I'm not going to go to school on the bus.
Really? You weren't thinking snowball fights?
Well, not in
You were
school,
too worried about the hair. No, I'm kidding.
Too worried about the hair. Now, in terms of the snow that we have on the way, this could impact your hair if you live in these dark blue areas. 5 to 10 centimeters in weight, upwards of 25 centimeters of snow expected.
Right, and the setup that we do have a southwesterly flow, so areas like the Niagara region, cottage country, picking up the most amounts of snow for us this weekend. But we've been talking about this as well. Chrissy Van, she's going to be going live from the Niagara region.
Now, keeping with that snow theme, coming up next, we'll take a look at the top 5 snowiest falls.
Just watching that video of the man making the snow with the hot water. It's almost that time again, Mike.
Almost that time in the GTA. It's actually almost close to that time right now through parts of Western Canada, how cold it's been this week. And that's the story for today. Not much active weather, Kasia, really how cold it is from the west all the way to the east.
But there is a system brewing to the south of us, which could develop into a nor'easter, could become a big part of our weather story on Monday for the commute, which you'll have to stay tuned for. We've got to slow it down. I mean, at one point we were going 5, 10K.
And if that's how fast you have to go, that's how fast you should be going, because it is a dangerous situation. Kasia, I think it's fair to say we are in snow tire season, so there's no excuse anymore. Snow squall watches and warnings in effect for, well, the shores of all the big bodies of water in the province. And how much snow? Well, some impressive amounts forecasted.
Indeed. We're looking at 10 to even 25 centimeters of snow in areas marked in white. So areas to the east of Georgian Bay, to the northeast of Georgian Bay, I should say. That's where we're picking up heaviest amounts. Also, the Bruce Peninsula looking like it's going to get hit pretty hard throughout this weekend.
And 5 to 10 through the bottom of the Golden Horseshoe. That's where Chrissy Van will be tomorrow. And the reason why, looking at some southwest winds, so we're getting into some of that lake effect snow for the shores of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. Now, that nor'easter that you mentioned, Kasia, here it is.
Yeah, that's right. So right now there's a system upon us, but it's not until your Monday, and it's just grazing southern Ontario. But the models look as though they could possibly, you know, this low pressure system could possibly move a little closer to us, and it could also give us easterly winds over Toronto, and that could actually set us up with some pretty pesky snow squalls as well. All right, we'd love it if you would stay with us. We're talking about the locals
this
music.
weather. Stay a couple of seconds. Mike and Kasia are with you on the weekend, the middle of November, and across the country today, Kasia. Really quiet, but the big story coast to coast, every major city below seasonal.
Yeah, it's going to be a chilly one today, and really for the next few days for a lot of us. -7 as we're stepping out, so it's one of those, bundle up situations.
That's right, and all week long it's been colder air that's going to continue for the foreseeable future. Relatively warmer waters leading to lake effect snow and snow squall watches and warning for the shores of Superior.
As you know, it wreaks havoc on the roads.
That's right, KW area, I think they had something like 30 to 40 crashes on the commute to work yesterday morning. An absolute mess. Do have more snow forecasted for this weekend, depending where you are. Could see upwards of 20 centimeters. But the issue here, Kasia, is the wind direction is shifting a little bit.
That's right. Well, first taking a look at the setup for much of the weekend, it is going to be a southwesterly flow, so areas directly adjacent to Georgian Bay, let's say north and east of Georgian Bay. Same thing goes for the Niagara region. You can expect to pick up the heaviest amounts because of the wind direction. However, that could be changing late day Monday, too, which we will tell you about as well. They're always so very entertaining. Kasia Bodurka with you here alongside Mike Arsenault, Mike G. Arsenault, if you want to find him on Twitter. We have a cooler evening set up for us. I mean, we have been below seasonal for some time. That trend, unfortunately, continues into the foreseeable future. It'll be feeling like -7 as we step out.
And it is Saturday night, so if you have some party plans, make sure you bundle up. Now, we do have lake effect snow showers because right now the wind directions from the west. As we get into the day tomorrow, we'll be coming from a southwest direction. So looking at some potentially impressive snowfall amounts for the bottom of the Golden Horseshoe, and that's where Chrissy Van will be, Kasia, tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Mornings directly to the north and east of much of the Great Lakes. So that's where we are expecting the most amounts. In fact, let's take a look. Areas marked in white. I mean, we're talking about 10 to 25 centimeters of snow. Lesser amounts in the Niagara region, but we still certainly will be there to catch the live action of the snow squalls. Just to remind you, of course, to take it easy and, you know, to essentially show you what we're talking about here.
And it's not just tomorrow, but Monday morning could be an issue, Kasia, as we commute to work, looking at a chance for some snow for the shores of Lake Erie and Lake Ontario. And we know what that means for any of the big major routes in the GTA.
Yeah, problems, slowdowns. All right, let's take a look at your long-range forecast. And the awesomest video, this Chihuahua, Barbara Monk dressed her up, or him up, in a pretty fabulous parka. I don't know if the Chihuahua needs it, though. I mean, it's 6 degrees in Abbotsford. Oh, but for this evening, as cute Chihuahua goes out, -3. It'll be feeling like -3. More videos like that, please. Please? Okay. And places like Calgary, though, yeah, -11. It'll be feeling that way for you. -18 in Lloydminster. So all this to say, below seasonal. It's essentially below seasonal across the country for the next few days, I'm afraid. Although your temperatures are not as extreme in Alberta as they have been last week. Still cold, not as extreme. But for you in Saskatchewan, yeah, you're hanging on to that super frigid air mass this evening. It'll be feeling like -24 for you in Regina, and then Winnipeg. It'll feel like -20. Whew. Yeah. Feels a little premature, doesn't it? Not so much the snow. You know, we see snow at this time of year. This is normal. This is okay. Just some light flurries pushing down from the north. We're going to begin to see this through the overnight, 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. Whether you're walking, you're driving, you're taking your bike, just take it easy, because it can certainly get slick out there, as it has been already with those snow squalls that we've been already getting all week long. We do have snow squall watches and warnings in effect right now. We are seeing those streamers move off of Georgian Bay as well as Lake Superior and Lake Huron. Areas directly adjacent to the north and east, we are picking up fair amounts of snow, 10 to even 25 centimeters of snow through the areas marked in white, and that's because of the flow that we have going on, the southwesterly flow. You're really the target if you are in the Bruce Peninsula as well as Parry Sound, but everybody else still picking up just a flurry or so through the city of Toronto and much of southern Ontario, but the Niagara region will be picking up heavier amounts. So we're going to be going live from there tomorrow as well. We're also going to the Santa Claus Parade. How exciting. And we'd love it if you would connect with us if you're going to any of these events or if you're seeing the snow squalls. We'll upload them to theweathernetwork.com.